A warm welcome to everyone tuning in on the Community TV stream for semi-finals day at Campbelltown Stadium, and we are underway. The first of 4 matches today, NRL Schoolgirl Cup kicking things off. The first 2 games, including this opener, Westfields Sports High up against the Hills. And action, as you can see, is underway. An early penalty to kick things off. And that is a positive start for Westfields as they get things cracking into opposition territory to kick things off. Phil Pryor is my name. In commentary for the entirety of today. Cannot wait for all of this action as Westfields now move it into that opposition red zone. Paige Attard is the dummy half of this lineup, steering things around the park in the middle. The number 9 has options left and right, is looking for the better of them. Straight up the middle. That's a huge start for Westfields. Phoenix Lamesse goes in. And look at the celebration as well. 4-0 kick to come. What a start for them. Winner through to next week's final, of course. And it could not have gone any better than right there. 4-0 kick to come. So a pretty comfortable first up assignment. For their number 7, Jasmine Panapa. A good warm-up effort. Through she goes, 6-0. Westfields up early in this one. So the Hills still yet to touch the footy.
Conversion successful. Westfields 6, Hills yet to score.
As mentioned, all the semi-finals action here today from Campbelltown Stadium. And it is picture-perfect conditions here as well. The stream for Community TV. Westfields back to halfway. They are churning through early in this one. Very ominous signs straight away. There's the try scorer as well, Lamesse, as they work the short side now. Looking for an offload and finding one. Muller. And back into that red zone. There's Panapa playing it, 5th and last. Bit of space to work and kick towards in the corner. Bit of a gruesome bounce for the Hills as well, and they're going to have to drop this one out. So they're still yet to touch the footy. Aside from a couple of kickoffs so far in this one. Yeah, very ominous signs. They go short. They find some grass. And it was a little bit clumsy down the bottom. So the Hills have come up with a good result on that occasion. And they will have their first possession of this game. 5 minutes gone so far in this one. Olivia Va'alele is the captain of this Hills lineup in jumper number 6. It's edge forward. Manolita Takaportolo, the captain of Westfields, in the number 12 jumper, as the Hills work it out from their own ends, trying to work their way back into this game. Working the short side, working a 3-on-2. They're out of ground down on this right-hand touchline. Tackled right there, Jasmine Dooley, as they work it back to halfway. Now turning it back on the inside was Sufan. Finding a runner. Sufan working it on once again. This time got it to Matoisha Kalepo. And there's the kick. It's been charged down. And it's play on as well. Just kind of stopped for a second expecting a whistle, which never came. A good middling charge there from Rory Muller. Just poking a nose out the other side there was Pauline Suliruka, as they work it to the right. Getting pretty close once again to that line. Plenty of size up front for this Westfield side. Liana Dimech that time. As they go real close, there is their captain, Taka Portolo. That pass out the back. Play on though, and they do have the numbers out on this left wing. Big trouble forward pass though. An opportunity gone begging right there for Westfields. And the Hills can count themselves extremely lucky to still only find themselves down by 1 score, but they've coughed one up. Popoli wasn't ready for it. And now Westfields will feed a scrum. So Westfields and the Hills to kick things off here at Campbelltown Stadium in this one, NRL Schoolgirl Cup competition. The next Schoolgirl semi is Bass up against Erindale College Girls. Kickoff 11:15. Looking forward to that one as well. Winners of this game and that next one through to next week's grand final. Westfield's looking ominous so far. Big charge right there from La Messe, who's already scored a try in this game, the only one so far. A couple of metres short of the Hills try line now. Out the back they go. Showing us a bit of footwork right there was the fullback, Ariana Zamet Kaipo. As now they work it through hands, a dummy that time from El Abdallah. Cut down 10 metres out. Couple more tackles up their sleeve, and they work it over to that right edge. There's the captain, and she's going to be held up in goal. Manilita Takapotolo. Might have been a bit of an error there at dummy half. Take 2, in fact. Paige Attard, the hooker. Now they're going to kick one across field. Well weighted. What's this bounce going to do? Oh, it just failed the chasing runner, that bounce, didn't it? Trying to reel it in was Layla Tima. So the Hills once again showing us some decent goal line defence. and making sure they keep themselves in this game in the early stages. Oh, good shot. Great hit there from a couple of those Westfields middle forwards. Out of dummy half goes Shirley. Lola here. Just past her own 20. Chance for the Hills to try and work their way out of deep territory. And this is a decent set so far. A couple more tackles up their sleeve. And they'll kick early. Find a bit of space there as well to run into. And it was jumped on by Westfields via Arielana Lolet as they work their way back to halfway. So certainly enjoying the early territory battle in this one, Westfields. They lead 6 points to 0. 11 minutes gone first half. Winner through to the final, of course. This is the first of two semis back-to-back here from Campbelltown Stadium today. We hope you're settling in to the community TV stream. That pass just slightly forward. NRL Schoolgirl Cup action, semi-finals day. Doesn't get any bigger and better than this. Looking forward to the schoolboys as well. Peter Mulholland Cup, those semi-finals a little bit later on today. 12:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Patrician Brothers Blacktown up against St Dom's College. And then from 1:45 p.m. Westfields in the boys up against Erindale College. The crew from Canberra looking forward to the 3 games coming up. All semi-finals as the Hills find themselves with an overlap down this right edge, but once again they cannot take advantage. They've coughed it up, just really struggling to work their way out of their own half of the field right now. Danielle Seckold dropping that one. The Hills fullback. They've already absorbed plenty of early pressure in this game defensively, the Hills. How much longer can they hold on? Important they try and keep themselves within striking distance. Oh, that pass was forward as well. It's been dropped. The whistle was blown. So consecutive handling errors. And this is really the Hills' best chance just to get this game out of their own end. Haven't started a set this high up the ground yet. Good charge there from Manua Moleka. And oh, nearly over halfway, but what a hit that was from Lamesse. She's been just about the best player on the ground so far, Phoenix Lamesse. Well, here's a moment for the Hills. They certainly haven't started a set this high up the ground. 6 tackles to come, 40 out. Let's go. Salamasina Pupuali'i. Shots. Heavy defense. Now they work it through hands. The fullback dummying, Danielle Seckold. Tackled 20 out. Now that pass just went out the back. A bit of a miscommunication. The halfback, Sufan, had to clean up. Short side they go. Ball hits the deck once again out of dummy half, and a good tackle over there by Tucker Patolo, the Westfields captain. So now they'll kick it across fields. No issues for Westfields. Well done underneath. I think that was Rory Muller. Heavy collision, 25 out in front of the posts. Couple of tackles gone in this set as Westfields work it out of their own end. Good footwork. This Westfields front row has been elite so far, no doubt about that. Good tackle eventually came from Sufan, had to be made. Fifth and last now. There is a bit of room to work into, and they do. A nice play, rolling it all the way through. Danielle Sekol just had to tow it dead in the end, but outstanding work, good vision shown there. And they'll set up for the dropout. So good work from Amira El Abdallah. Dropout didn't quite go the 10. And that's a great result for the Hills. So midway through this first half, things are certainly warming up down at ground level. Not a cloud in the sky here in Campbelltown. Does have a finals feel about it, the weather right now. And there's certainly a finals feel about this one. Plenty of tension and an overlap down the left. That's a great run. As the Tui Pelotu out there took advantage as they work it back centre field now. Some size injected off the bench. Togia eventually pulled to ground. Oh, good line. Seckhold goes through one-on-one at the back. Danielle Seckhold stopped eventually 15 metres out, but the Hills have some momentum here. They have the overlap. And they're in through Jasmine Dooley. In fact, no, that pass has travelled forward. Can you believe it? How promising that was. Certainly a first half moment that the Hills can hang their hats on so far, though. The best they've looked in attack. Need to follow it up now with a good defensive set. But that's a great first carry by Westfields. Good run from Grace Leataua. And this has been a decent set coming out of their own end so far. Attard goes to the left and they move it through hands. That's a nice offload as well for Bezina. There's 7. Jasmine Panapo is getting plenty of touches. She'll ask for it from Attard now. 5th and last, that pass just went out in front of her, trying to clean up. And that set has ended up back inside their own half after some really promising carries in it. So a fair net gain there on the 5th and last tackle for the Hills. And they work it over to the left. Seckhold at first receiver. Tip the pass on. She's been good, the Hills fullback. Here's Nalina Togia. Once again, tough to bring down. And work it through hands once again. That's Pupuali'i. Taylea Pasilla. Short side they go. Not a lot of room, but Sockhold will show the dummy. Seckhold, pardon me. Fifth and last now. 5 metres out. Through hands it goes. Now it's put on the boot. Out there. Cleaning up. Diving on it. The Hills, they are in this time. And it's Esda Tuipulotu out there on the left wing. Try awarded. 6-4 kick to come. And they're right back in this thing. Good kick from their co-captain, Olivia Va'alele. Certainly a tough goal kicking assignment right here. And the score will stay at 6 points to 4.
Conversion unsuccessful. Westfields 6, Hillsborough High 4.
This last 5 to 10 minutes, though, the momentum has certainly twisted back the Hills' way. We have ourselves a ball game. Game 1, semi-finals day from Campbelltown Stadium on Community TV. NRL Schoolgirl Cup semi-finals. This is game number 1 to qualify through to next week's final. Bass High up against Erindale College Girls coming right up after this one. And there's the kickoff. Well taken by Va'alele. And they'll start this set 20 metres out from their own line. Danielle Seckhold has certainly been important, the fullback, getting her hands on the ball plenty. They work it to this left. There's the half just running in behind. Let's play on for the time being. Aliyah Sufan. Good result there. Seckhold played it. Now they go through hands. Shia Thokolic tackled out of dummy half. Goes Toki Remene. They'll finish this set with a nice little kick in behind, an awkward one. Well fielded by Layla Tima. And a good kick return back out to her own 20. Centre of the field. A nice charge there from Samara Leval. That was Bazina. Nice quick play the ball. Good tackle there from Toki Remene. So into opposition territory now. That was a good run from Paige Attard. Out the back. El Abdallah with a nice awkward kick through. Seckhold cleaning up eventually. As we hear the halftime siren in the background. So the first half done, the second to come. Westfields lead the Hills 6 points to 4. It's anyone's game here on Community TV for semi-finals day from Campbelltown Stadium.